All right, we had to change computers because the other one was going in and out. And I don't want anyone to miss these exciting words that we had mentioned before. And that is that we are living in an all-American city. And again, that's not just here in Texas, but that's across the United States. And again, what's so good about that is that once you're an all-American city, you're an all-American city. It doesn't change. And again, we are also known as the shining star of Texas. And again, I want to thank the Inland Port Chamber of Commerce for providing this opportunity to share with you the State of the City address. Now, everybody knows that I'm in with the Inland Port, and so I just want to make that clear. This year, due to the pandemic, we are coming to you by way of Zoom to present the year 2020 State of the City address. As you know, this year has created a new norm for our community. However, the citizens of Lancaster, along with my colleagues, and I make up a strong, progressive community that continues to strive for greatness and prosperity, no matter what the prevailing conditions are. Again, I want to acknowledge my colleagues, and that is Mayor Pro Tem Rachel Hill, who represents District 5, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Stanley Jalowski, who represents District 2, Councilwoman Carol Strainburst, who represents District 1, Councilman Marco Mahale, who represents District 3, and Councilwoman Katisha Wheaton, who represents District 4, and last but not least, Councilwoman Betty Gooden Davis, who represents District 6. And again, I want to thank our goal-sharing, working together partners from the Lancaster Independent School District, Dallas College, AKA Cedar Valley, as well as county, state, and national elected officials that might be on today. Now let me say this, when we received the news about the coronavirus back in March of 2020, and the state of emergency was put in place, that gave me an intense opportunity to work with the city manager and her staff, also the city secretary office and her staff for 8 long months, 7 days a week, from morning until evening. And that task is ever before us, but they never lost a beat. They never stopped. They never drew back. And I said all that to say this: I would like to thank our city manager, Opa Malden Jones, our city secretary, Angie Arenas, and our entire staff and city workers. And please let us not forget our first responders for their excellent commitment and their dedicated service to our community. Now, you know, I have enough sense to know that I could not serve our city the way I do without the love and support of my beautiful wife, Carlotta Marie Hairston. Serving as mayor of this great all-American city is not an honor I take for granted. For over 30 years, I have called Lancaster home. I had the honor of raising my family in this community, and now have the pleasure of seeing my many great grandchildren being raised here as well. Now, my bio has already been read, so I won't repeat that. Most of you know that every year following our election, the City Council comes together for our strategic planning session. In these sessions, we have identified key performance objectives focusing on goal-setting categories, such as professional and committed workforce, quality development, financial sound government, sound infrastructure, healthy, safe, and engaged community, and effective municipal operation. Each year we retreat and revisit these goals to make sure every project, program, and service is moving forward towards the vision and mission of our city. Beyond just setting goals, my colleagues and I take the trust of our citizens very serious as their elected officials. Therefore, we strive to serve and represent our cities with integrity and excellence. Let's talk about financial sound government. We have a long-range financial plan, policies and procedures that meet and exceed the state requirements. Every year we update our financials, investments, and debt policies. These policies provide guidance and direction for the finances of our city. The Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts Transparency Star Program recognized local governments for going above and beyond in their transparency efforts. As you can see by the slide, we were awarded all 5 stars in local transparency. And I emphasize that transparency, which includes traditional finances, debt obligation, contracts and procurements, economic development, and public pensions. We are one of the 20 cities in the state of Texas to achieve this milestone. Last year, the city credit rating was Standard & Poor's was affirmed at AA with a stable outlook. In fiscal year 2019-20, we reduced our tax rate from 0.840925 to 0.819736. If you've been here in Lancaster any length of time, you know we have always overcome natural crisis. And 2020 was no different, as we were able to decrease our tax rate and produce a financial sound budget for the city, even in the midst of COVID-19. The Street Maintenance Fund implemented last year will allow us to continue maintenance and reconstruction of our primary streets, roads, and alleys. Now you can go to our website regarding the progress of the city of Lancaster. It's easily to accessibility through the city's website. Now, let's talk about the Golden Box. To our western border sets Interstate 35, which connects with Interstate 20 to our north, which connects to Interstate 45 to our east, which will connect with the proposed Loop 9 to our south. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the Golden Box, with Lancaster sitting right in the middle, with golden opportunities. The Loop 9 project is progressing, and it is expected to create a direct east to west link between US 67 and Interstate 35 East through Dallas and Ellis counties to meet transportation demands. The city has met our obligation to secure the right-of-way on our end. And to my understanding, they're going to start here in the city of Lancaster with Loop 9. Now allow me to share a little more detail about Loop 9 project, which will include an eastbound and westbound frontage road, each consisting of 3-foot lanes and an 8-foot inside shoulder and an 8-foot outside shoulder for bicycle accommodations within the rural section. The right-of-way will include a median that will accommodate the future construction of an alternate access control main line roadway. The project is planned to be constructed in 3 phases. Phase number 1 will consist of constructing a single 2-lane, 2-way frontage road in US 67 interchange. Phase 2 would involve constructing a second frontage road, resulting in 2 frontage roads with 3 lanes in each direction. Phase 3 would involve construction, ultimate access, control mainline facility in both directions. Wow. What better time to move to Lancaster or to do business here in Lancaster than now? Let's talk about quality development. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to talk about in the next few minutes will prove our theme for today. Prosperity in the midst of the pandemic. It will justify clearly our ongoing prosperity here in the city of Lancaster. In December of 2020, DSV Global Transport and Logistics broke ground on a 1 million square feet warehouse regional headquarters in Lancaster, setting the pace for your larger companies wanting to locate here in the city. DSV is expecting to bring approximately 250 office jobs with an average salary of $76,000 to our community. DSV is a third-party logistic company that offers transport service to companies around the global world by road, air, sea, and train. Now, we must understand that job creation is daytime population, which creates and expands the opportunity for other commercial developments, such as retail and hospitality. The City Council have implemented an aggressive recruitment company to attract quality hotels and retail establishments along our major corridors in historical downtown. Ladies and gentlemen, the recruitment plan is working. In December 2018, we conducted an economic development strategy plan which identified artificial intelligence, advanced manufacturing, cold storage, food processing, manufacturing, and motor vehicle parts as key targets industries that would increase our per capita income, daytime population, and household income. An increase in these areas increases our chances to attract higher quality residential development as well as retail and hospitality amenities. Prosperity in the midst of a pandemic. In 2020, we issued 71 new single-family residential permits. We issued a total of 152 new building permits between two subdivisions. Rolling Meadows Phase 3 received 87 permits, and Broadwell Walk Phase 3 received 65 permits. On the commercial side, we have distributing facilities with approximately 30 new jobs, ICU, medical distribution facilities, with 60 new jobs. UNFI food stores was expanded, who expanded their space. In other words, they're staying here in our city. Mars Motors, distributing facilities, 600,000 square feet facility under construction. We retained Fishers and Payke. We retained Mars and Pet Care, moving from another location in the city. In other words, if they was going to expand, sometimes they'll go to another city to do that. But they decided they're going to stay here in the city of Lancaster. And that's under construction as we speak. A 610,860 square feet facility. Now, in the top of all that, we just signed off with a major retail giant who will build two facilities at the same time, totaling 1.9 million square feet, valued at $800 million. Now get this, which will create up to 1,300 jobs here in the city of Lancaster. My God, if we were all together, I would have you to holler, clap your hands, and do something. Sound infrastructure. Transportation is a critical component to quality development. We have been exploring opportunities to provide public transportation for quite some time. And so we come up with options for our community in August of 2020. City Council approved a membership agreement between the City of Lancaster and Inland Port Transportation Management Association for the purpose of providing transportation service within the Inland Port area. To promote the new service to all cities, a free use of these services have been made available to all cities and businesses within the Inland Port area through April the 30th, 2021. Now, if you need additional information, you can go to their website at www.inlandport.org. Now, in this exceptional year of 2020, the city was able to complete a great number of roads and infrastructure projects, such as street lights along Houston School Road. Oh my God, they're finally in. We got street lights on Houston School Road. Reconstruction of alleyways and striping and restriping of many roads and streets, as you can tell by our slide, in 2020, the Lancaster Regional Airport celebrated 50 years. The airport is located only 20 minutes south of downtown Dallas by way of Interstate 45. It has a run road that extends 6,500 feet and offers a self-fuel island with competitive prices. We have 180 hangars in 25 buildings, 80 T-spots, 2 heli parking circles, and an airport cafe. The new on-site terminal building is a $2.8 million investment that was completed in October of 2020. And we are looking forward to its grand opening. Let's talk about health, safety, a health, safe, and engaged community. Citizen engagement is an important component for a sustainable community. During these unprecedented times, transparency and communication with our residents is essential. The city was able to offer residents and businesses assistance to help individuals and businesses. We implemented the Lancaster Emergency Assistance Program. Residents were eligible to receive housing, child care, utilities, and internet assistance to help combat the effect of COVID-19. In November of 2020, the city held 2 drive-in food and PPE banks in partnership with the Chris Howard Foundation that helped assist over 2,500 Lancaster families who have been impacted by the COVID-19. In November 2020, we also continued our trash off event where residents can come and dispose of their brush and bulk trash and recyclables and electronics and scrap metals, etc. at a specific location, get this, for no additional cost. For the safety of our most vulnerable population, the Senior Life Center was shut down for the remainder of the year beginning in March. During this time, staff carried on senior operation with the exception of them not being at the center. In 2020, staff completed over 5,182 wellness checks to our seniors. A number of COVID-19 testing clinics were located at the Senior Life Center with a priority on our seniors at no cost, in which 200 tests was conducted. Over the year, as many as 10,000 meals were delivered to senior homes that would have otherwise been offered on site at the Senior Life Center had it been operating under normal conditions. Professional and committed workforce. Let's talk about that just for a few minutes. The city manager and her staff are held accountable for the implementation of the vision and plan for the city. Not only that, staff recognize and embrace the city's council's vision as given and the importance of providing services to the community. Last year, the city of Lancaster received merit recognition from the Texas Economic Development Council as part of the TEDC's 2020 Community Economic Development Award Program. The award highlighted Lancaster overall economic development activities, including business retention, business attraction, and community involvement. In February 2020, the city of Lancaster was also honored with the TEDC Economic Excellence Award. In June of 2020, the Dallas Business Journal ranked Lancaster 10th in the value of deals within the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and 4th out of 31 cities in Dallas County to do that do. This achievement is a reflection of our commitment to improving the marketability and development opportunities within the city of Lancaster. And as my mother would say, the proof is in the pudding. Now let's talk about, and I'm hastening to a close, effective municipal operation. As a city council, we are encouraged to lead by example in a responsible, effective, and efficient manner with our citizens within our city. Members of the City Council are also recognized members of the Texas Municipal League Institute. The Texas Municipal League Institute is a voluntary certificate program to help further professional development in elected officials across the state of Texas. Recognition for this program begins with a certificate of recognition and increases to a certified municipal official as the number of credits continue. This year, we have 4 sitting city council members that are graduating with their 2020 certified municipal official certification, along with 2 others recognitions. It's awesome. They would be Mayor Pro Tem Rachel Hill, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Stanley Jaloski, Councilwoman Carol Strain Birch, and myself. Now, looking forward to 2021, when I think of the Best Southwest Partnership as well as our regional partnerships, I am called to mind, and I repeat my famous quote: positive, progressive partnership produces prosperity for us all. And I quote Jeremiah 29:7. And this is coming from the Good News Translation. Work, and I did say work for the good of the city where I sent you. Pray to the Lord on its behalf, because if it prosper, you too will prosper. Now, remember, it's not about me, but we. As the new years begin, or the new year begin, the city of Lancaster will remain the shining star of Texas, the all-American city, and a stronger community as we continue to work together. I want to say that again, a stronger community as we continue to work together. We are Lancaster, and we are a healthy, safe, engaged community. God bless our nation. God bless Texas. God bless Lancaster. And God bless you. Thank you for this opportunity.